Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Mooney, and this is my Let's Draw channel. So before we get into this video, I just want to say it's been hard for me to find ideas. Like, I've been drawing, and I've even gotten down to the coloring of the art, and then I'm like, oh, I don't like it. I need to stop the video. It's so cringy. It's bad. And for me to get successful on showing people what I want to show them, showing people my art, and just showing them what I want to do with my life so far. It's getting hard. So let's start the intro once it hits 1 minute. Okay, hey guys, what's going on? I already gave you guys basically a part of an intro, but let's give you a proper one. My name is Mooney, and today's drawing video will be the other Avengers homemade suits. So you know how Spider-Man, Peter Parker, made his homemade suit? We're going to do the other Avengers who have full-on suits, but we're going to make them have homemade suits. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Okay, so let's start with the first person. Yay. So, Tony Stark was just a teenager. But Tony Stark is a genius. He's been building cars since the age of 11. He has been, doing all that stuff. So as a child, or as a teenager, he decided to make something better, something cooler, something that could help out the world. And he was rich, like super rich, so he could do it. So that's what he did. He went for it, and he decided to make a weapon that could defend him, and that could make him feel safe, and it could be hid in his pockets. And why is he so chubby? Okay, I don't like this. So that's what he did. He went for it, and he decided to make 2 gauntlet type things that went on his hands. And they were little circle devices that were able to shoot beams. And he was able to hide them in his pockets, assuming that they wouldn't go off. And he decided, since that went good, he would put some in, he would make his own shoes out of them. So that's what he did, giving himself the ability to fly and the ability to shoot things, little pews out of his hands. And he did just that. So after this was all done, he went to school the next day. He went to a private school. He was in high school or in college when he was supposed to be in high school. He went to Harvard. So that just shows you how smart he was. And one day, there was something wrong with boilers. Hot boilers. And no one was able to identify that there was something wrong until it just blew up the basement. And it was blowing up things, and he wanted to help. So he got out his reactors, his gauntlets, and he put a pot on his head. He put a pot over his head and was known as Metal Man. But Metal Man. Metal Man. And he put holes for his eyes in the pot. And people started calling him Metal Boy. And he was like, my name is Iron. Never mind. He flew into the basement, sealed cracks so it didn't, blow anymore. Sealed cracks, fixed it up, and saved some of the school. I don't think I'm gonna tell much lore on here. I don't think so. But basically, he put a metal helmet over his head, just enough so his eyes could see, but we couldn't see his eyes. Alright, so for the homemade suit of Iron Man, I think this is pretty darn good. I only got it done in, well, not all done in 10 minutes, but I got it decently done in 10 minutes. So let's start coloring. The coloring shouldn't be too hard. I feel like it's going to be easy. But yeah, let's start. I like this. I love how this is turning out. Oh. Gotta put some jeans on him because you know he be stylish up in here. Alright, so it's simple. It's simple. It's good, and I like it so far. Time to do some good old shading. I'm gonna do some cell shading. That's what I'm gonna do. I will usually do some blending, but I think some good old cell shading should be good. Unless I already do cell shading. Wait, do I already do cell shading? Yeah, I think I already do cell shading, but like not like this. Gotta add a little bit detail. So whenever I draw something, I like to ask people what they think my style is. And I like to think of my style as very cartoony. I mean, look at it. It's very cartoony. Very, very, very cartoony. Um, so yeah, if it looks cartoony to you guys, just tell me. I don't know how cartoony it can get. Sure, my mom came in, as you guys probably heard. She was asking what app I use to draw, and I told her I use Helio and Sketch. So. Dun 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 dun. You guys like that little beat I did? Thank you. I know you guys loved it. I like this little piece. It's a little fun piece that I decided to do. It's simple Ironman, simple homemade suit Ironman. Even though when I said to my mom I was gonna do a homemade Ironman suit, drawing it like he made it, I had a feeling she'd be like, "Oh really? It's gonna look just like, the suit that he uses in the MCU. How are you gonna make it like any different. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna not draw him with the suit, I guess. And she was like, alright, you can do it. My mom always has hope in me, as she should. She hypes me up on Facebook. She hypes me up on just in real life. She is my number one biggest fan. I don't know. It's just a little rant I went on. And, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ironman homemade suit. This is the Marvel characters as homemade suits. Episode 1. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to add a background to this. I'm going to show you the final product, and I hope you guys are going to like and subscribe. Don't exit out yet. There's still just one more thing you need to see. So this is it. I hope you guys like it before you exit out. Just make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and take a look at this just a little bit longer. There's new stuff that you can notice. There's just, it's so cool. I love it. I love YouTube. You can do anything. You can put out your dreams. You can do your dreams on here, unless it's something that YouTube won't let you do, but like still, it's so awesome. I love it. It's so cool. Hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys are subscribed. I have been Mooney, and I hope you liked the video. Ugh!